What is God doing in my life and those closest around me? The only way I could explain it is John 3:7-8. It says, "Do not marvel that I said to you, you must be born again. The wind blows where it wishes, and you hear the sound of it, but you cannot tell where it comes from or where it goes. So is everyone who is born of the Spirit." Listen, if you are born of the Spirit and have given Him full control of your life, you're not tied to your job or a pension or a retirement. You're not waiting on this or that. But if you have given Him 100% reins of your life, I believe He is positioning you where you are going to flourish the most in His kingdom. The best way I could describe it is Matthew Stafford. If you don't know Matthew, he played college football for Georgia and was the #1 overall pick in the draft in 2009. He got picked up by the Detroit Lions. If you know anything about Detroit, in recent years they've been below average. He played 11 seasons for them and had a record of 74 wins and 90 losses with 1 tie. Like I said, a below average team. In 2021 was when everything shifted. Okay, he was traded to the Los Angeles Rams. This man went 12-5 with them and is taking them to the Super Bowl. They are in the Super Bowl his first year with the Los Angeles Rams. So you have a man that played 11 seasons, and I don't know if it was the wrong organization, the wrong mentality of just making money and not winning games, the wrong coaching staff, the wrong players, but this great football player was swallowed out by everything else in Detroit. It just took 1 year of being around the right coaches and the right organization with the right mentality and the right players for him to take them to the Super Bowl and make the biggest impact he has ever made. God is shifting around His people, and if you know His voice, He may very well be shifting you around also. We are in a day where we don't have time to kind of make an impact, to kind of go after God, to kind of go to church, to kind of do this or that for God. We are in the last days, and God is placing some of His kids around the right people in this season. The right people that they are going to make the biggest impact for the kingdom of God, because the fields are ripe for a harvest. This isn't downplaying Detroit, and you need to understand this. Without Detroit, there would have never been the Los Angeles Rams for Matthew Stafford. He had to go through some things. He had to learn some things. He had to go through some trials and some tribulation and some hard times and some good times. Detroit was a blessing. When that young man got drafted by Detroit, he made the most amount of money he has ever made in his life. It initially was a blessing. The city loved him. He loved the city. He made an impact in that city. Detroit was necessary. But now he is flourishing in Los Angeles because everything he learned in Detroit. I believe we're in the last days, and God is getting His sheep lined up to collect a great harvest. He is putting people in the right positions around the right people to flourish. And that is exactly what is happening in my life. I am thankful for this season of my life. I'm thankful for who I've met, where I'm at in the position I am. But God is shifting things around in my family. God is taking us elsewhere to a different place, a different people. And God is putting us around the right people to make the greatest impact on my kids, on my family, and on the ministry He has set before me. I had never seen God move like I did in this last season of my life. But I am so thankful that God is not done with me yet. So thankful that God is taking me to the Los Angeles Rams, putting me around the right people, the right organization, the right players, that I'm going to be able to flourish. And I believe that some of you listening, God is doing that exact same thing. He is moving on your behalf. He is for you. He is not against you. He loves you. He has placed His Spirit inside of you. And the Spirit is drawing us all to where He wants us to be. He is shaping us, and He is molding us, and He is doing what only He can do.